Capricorn, let me have a look at you, because I want to remember who you used to be. Because this month, the cosmic doors are kicking wide open for you to step through and become somebody totally new for 2020 and beyond. There's a big improvement coming for you, and you're saying, how dare you? How can you improve upon perfection? Well, apparently you can, and apparently particularly you can, because everything is changing for you. You're changing on such a huge level. But before I even get there, before I even get into that, just wait a moment, put on the brakes for a second. For some of you, even this month, in this big, fantastic month, it's even your birthday. So I have to do it. Capricorn, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Capricorn, who are born in December. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, all my beautiful December-born Capricorns. And to the January Capricorns, it all still applies. The big changes are coming, and you're the one leading the way. Kicking right in, as I said, into 2020. Why? Well, unless you've had your kind of head in the ground or something for a long time, maybe you might have heard a little rumor somewhere along the line that there's a lot of big astral activity happening for you this month, and it does continue right into 2020. There's so much energy in Capricorn this month. Your ruler, Saturn, is in there. Yeah, he's been there a while now. Pluto is also there. Yeah, we know that. But this month you've also got Jupiter moving in. Yeah, Jupiter is moving into Capricorn. He's saying, any room in Capricorn? You're saying, it's a tight squeeze, but come on in anyway. So Jupiter's coming in. Venus is going to be there for a moment. Mercury is also going to be there. And let me see what else. Oh, that little small event, which is a new moon solar eclipse, is going to be in Capricorn. The Capricorn party is on and the success is really happening. For me, this almost feels like, that great big last serious consultation with everybody before we say, right, troops, are we ready? Are we ready to go into 2020? We've practiced for this. Come on, we've rehearsed for this. Are we ready? Okay, on the count of 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go, and let's go into 2020 radically and completely different, because in the first house, all of this energy means that you are changing. The vibe that you're giving off, your identity is changing. Maybe even your physical body in some way is changing. Some of you this month could really get totally motivated with Mars maybe in the 11th house to get into some group fitness thing, saying, I'm going to start taking care of my body, even if it's just a small kind of exercise thing that you do, or something even much bigger than that. Capricorn, you always aim high. So I suspect some of you could be rallying up the gang and saying, come on, let's do something big and kind of get fit together, potentially for some of you. There's just that whole thing, as 2 cards hopped out there, the new beginning card, new beginning. I'll lay it down there as usual. You know the drill. We're going to wait for all the right cards to come out before we start reading them, but we'll talk about the energy. Beautiful card coming out. Yeah, I'm going to get to that, because apart from new beginnings, for some of you, it's a whole new total solar eclipse of the heart for many of you too. New love, or certainly a reawakening with love and with connections. I just even don't know where to begin, Capricorn, because there's actually so much. You're saying, well, just begin somewhere, would you? Okay, don't give me a hard time. So, all this thing about wanting to make more of yourself, Jupiter in there, wanting to bless you with more of the good stuff, wanting maybe to bless you with better health, hoping that you, for those of you who are struggling with your health now, I can't promise anything there, but maybe you'll kind of get really stuck into making your health better in some way, maybe talking to a new team of people, a new group of people who will help you get physically stronger in some way. It's all about getting stronger, and expanding more of that. It just feels so much better. Let me get these cards now. This is a Sagittarius card. This is Sagittarius season before the sun goes into Capricorn. It is Sagittarius season. And that means for you that the sun is in Sagittarius in your 12th house. There's still some things I feel that you have to tidy up, finish up before you enter into this new big phase, Capricorn. And one of the big things that you seem to have to tidy up is getting rid of the old beliefs about who you are. I used to think that I was maybe a nervous person to approach groups of people. I used to worry about this. I used to get all anxious and fearful about certain social situations. I used to think, oh, I'll never achieve my dream. I used to think this. I used to think that I'm stuck. All the narrative that you used to think you were, now that's really with full force being thrown into the trash of the 12th house, where it's lost and forgotten forever. It's like, I don't need this narrative anymore. I don't need that inner dialogue anymore. I don't need that script anymore. I'm really ready to start fresh with a whole new way of being. A whole new way of being in relationships, a whole new way of approaching my career, a whole new way of making money, a whole new way of creating something in my life. There's just this feeling of, I'm ditching the old, I'm ditching what doesn't serve me anymore. And I just feel for some of you, because I know this is kind of a sensitive subject for some of you, but there may be some health issues or unhealthy frames of mind. Maybe it can be a good time now to start ditching some of that. As I said, get more proactive with your health. If you can't fix something, then at least get into a better frame of mind about it. If you can't repair something, again, at least get into a better, well, I'm just going to have to accept that this is the way it is, but it's not going to weigh me down. It's not going to stop me. It's not going to drag me down. I've new places to go. And I'm, again, just this feeling of I'm ready for it. I do feel that many of you have still some last things to let go of from your past, like, you know, holding on to a steady job that doesn't really fulfill you. Holding on to certain friendships or connections with people that just don't fulfill you. It's like, oh, I should just keep them in my life. They're not really great for me. These situations, these people, they're not great. They're not helpful. Maybe even they didn't support me when I needed them, but it's kind of just better just to hold on to them because I don't want to just throw them away. I might need them in the future. But there's a feeling of, come on, get rid of pull your fingers off that vice grip of not letting go of the things that you really now need to let go of. Certainly let go of the fears. Certainly let go of this thing of feeling like the universe is bigger than me. I can't compete against it. Now that came out, where did that come from? That's weird. It's almost like feeling overwhelmed or battered by the universe and saying, okay, you've won. You've won. You've won. But that's where it changes this month. You get the enthusiasm and the optimism back to say, that was just kind of hitting a moment of psychological or spiritual rock bottom. Now I'm moving up again. I don't anymore believe that the universe is overwhelming me with problems that I can't handle anymore. I can handle this shit. That's part of your new narrative. Not only can I handle this shit, but I don't think the world is ready for what I'm going to bring. It's a real strong sense of optimism, and I love it. Now I'm going to say this too, with Venus in there, there's just this great feeling of feeling like you're loving your life again. I love where I'm at now. Because I'm feeling more confident, I love it. I can get stuck into it again. I'm ready to get on with new people again. I strongly feel this. For me, it's like a new group of people, a new team, maybe with work, a new society, stepping out of your comfort zone and getting in with a group. But you saying, I think we talked about this in October, but you saying as you go into the group, I love being part of this group. I know you like me being part of this group, but I am Capricorn. I do want to take charge of some part of this group. I look after the bookkeeping. I will look after the opening and the closing of the doors. Give me the keys. I will certainly have some level of control or command in this situation. So that's very strong. Starting with a new group or a new team or a new something, but saying, I'm not just one of the crowd here. I need a kind of bigger role than just going along with the rest of, I'm a goat, they're the sheep, let's know the difference. So there's a feeling of, I will work with a crowd, I will work with a team, I'll work on social media, I'll work with cutting edge technology, I'll work with futuristic technology, I'll work on a new forward thinking project. As long as I'm allowed to kind of run the show here. And you will be, because Capricorn with Venus in there, I feel that there are great money-making opportunities for you this month. I just feel so much for you. I said this to Taurus too, there's a kind of a moment here where there's a real likability about you. So you're sharing that with the other earth signs this month. A real likability. In fact, it's you who's giving Virgo and Taurus a kind of knock-on effect of that. People are going to love what you're doing. If you're going for interviews or if you're presenting something, putting something out there, again, it's this feeling of they're going to love it. And you're going to perhaps make some coin from a new, radically new project that you've got going on here. But again, it seems that part of that success comes from working with a team, yet you being the linchpin, you being the center of this wheel of people or group of people. That's where the success comes. So I love it. And very quickly, very quickly, Virgo, I was going to call you because I was thinking of Virgo there, looking at the 6th house. Very quickly this month, I see an end to the old way of approaching your work in general. And the new way that comes seems to make more money. More money. There is definitely money coming your way, particularly from December 20th onwards. It could be an opportunity to make money with a new job, an opportunity to sell something that you've been creating. There's a feeling of luxury going on for you. Now, again, I have touched upon this with the other earth signs, but it's you who's driving this. This feeling of, I want the best of the best. I want the luxury. I want the finest things. Some of you, I feel, are really saying, I'm sick of this, a communications device or a travels device. So you're sick of your old vehicle and you want a new car. You want a new bicycle. You want a new mode of transport. You're sick of your cell phone, your laptop, your computer. And in some cases, maybe they'll stop working at some point this month and you'll say, that belongs to the past. That shit's out of date now. I need a new cell phone. I need new communications devices. For me, it's, again, money and technology. I picked up on that maybe around October too. It's the more high-tech something is and the real high-spec quality it is, that's where you're at. So coin could be coming your way to either buy some new high-spec technology. It's almost like, I can afford this. Now, I know some of you who've gone through very difficult times are saying, I'd love all that high-spec stuff. Where will I get it? This is where it kicks off. I think money is going to come a lot easier for you in 2020. But it's all down to how you're driving, handling your money, creating money, generating your wealth. But again, this thing of within a group of people, this is not something you're doing on your own. You're in with people. But it's fair. I know, I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I'm really trying to tune into what it is. It feels like high-tech, high-end luxury products or very cutting-edge or futuristic thinking, investing, playing in a new way with your finances, or certainly for those of you who are still on the career path, putting yourself in a more futuristic role, maybe, and learning from, maybe if you don't know the ropes yet, you could learn from a bunch of very savvy people. So that's really something to hold on to, Capricorn, as we get into 2020. That's where I feel that the big money and the big success and the big promise of blessing comes your way. It's very, very nice. I do see a lot of coin maybe I'm saying the second half of the month being spent on new threads, giving yourself maybe a new image, buying new clothes, buying new status symbols. I feel that. It's all very nice. Now, we have the full moon in Gemini this month in your 6th house. I was saying the stresses are going. Maybe some of the health issues you've been having are going to be handled better. Will they go away? I don't know. I can't promise that, but they'll certainly, it's almost like getting smarter about how you work with some of the issues that you have with your health, your fitness, your diet. There's a more proactive way to go about this so you can feel better. That's for sure. I feel some of you might be a bit nervous about making some appointments, maybe making hospital appointments or dental appointments or, going to your physiotherapist or something. There's a fear of that. Now that's going to go as well too. It'll go a whole lot better than you think. That's what I feel. I can't make grand sweeping statements, but I just get the sense of it's a lot easier than you thought it would be, okay? But other things too, again, I could go on and on and on, and you're saying, but you are going on and on and on. I know. It's just that there's so much. I don't want to leave anything out. When it comes to love, again, I just feel if this is what you want, it's all yours. You've got Venus in Capricorn, then Venus moves into Aquarius. You can really form a great union. I mean, this is, say, Venus in Capricorn striking up a new affair with somebody, striking up love within your current relationship, something new and passionate being struck up in Capricorn. And then it moves into the 2nd house, number 2, into Aquarius, where a long-lasting, secure bond is made with somebody that I feel is very forward-thinking, maybe even strong Aquarius energy, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant Aquarius. Very, very forward-thinking, thinks outside of the box. For me, I just keep hearing the phrase, I don't want it to be so heavy and serious anymore. I want somebody who'll play with me. Who'll play with me, who'll come and do the things that I want to do. If you're interested in a certain sport or activity or something, it's like, I want a partner who'll do this stuff with me. I want not just somebody to be passionately and romantically in love with, which you could get this month, but more the feeling of, I want a buddy. I want to be in love with my best friend. And you're saying, you don't literally mean my best friend. I don't want to be in love with my best friend. No, but finding a love or rekindling that within an existing relationship of your partner that goes through life with you is your best friend, that they'll do stuff, fun stuff with you. So that's, again, very, very strong. Yeah, I don't want to keep going on and on. I just know that it's, a total new leap, a total new leap of faith into the new you. I'm just waiting on 2 more cards. Yeah, something has to go first. We did touch upon that. Now let me get one more, Capricorn. One more birthday card and pre-birthday card. And that was the last one that came out, the King. We end with the King. Interestingly enough, we begin with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire, and end with the King of Fire. So this feels like a very complete month, where you've mastered something. A wish is born. I've made a wish. And before the month is out, I definitely feel that this wish is coming true. I might not get all the results this month. Maybe I have to wait a bit into 2020 before I see it happening, but I'm solid and secure in knowing that I'll sit back like the king on the throne and patiently wait, because I know this time it's different. This time I know the good stuff is being lit up from me. Oh, Capricorn. Okay, let's do it. We've been yabbering on too long now. So, Capricorn, let's go over to your big birthday. Ta-da! Overview. So, let's do it. Something is being lit up. There are new opportunities to form unions with people. So let's begin with work unions. I feel with the full moon in the 6th house in Gemini, there could be a feeling of getting news or receiving an opportunity to do with your work. Maybe I strongly feel to work with a new group of people. Is it about working independently? Well, certainly if you're somebody who has your own business, It seems that you make a whole lot more progress if you're collaborating with people, joining forces on a project with people, yet still being, a sole business person. It's visions of the future with other people. That's what I feel. It's an opportunity that shouldn't be missed, and I think it's going to come your way. Very futuristic, it inspires you, it's passionate, and it's something that I think it's worth getting into. Now, energy-wise, I feel many of you again are feeling that thing of, I'm lit up again. I'm like the match. The universe has come in and struck me up. I'm on fire. I'm on fire, baby. I'm on fire again for my birthday season. And I am really ready. The universe is handing me this magic. I am ready. I have never actually been more ready in my life. I've come through those last couple of years. I've really come through it, and I feel broken in some cases by it, tired, exhausted, which you will still be dealing with a little bit with the sun in the 12th house, going somewhere to recoup and recover your energy. I feel some of you might be getting an offer, and you might be saying, listen, I love what you're offering me. Can you give me a minute to think about it? Can I come back to you in a couple of days? I just need a bit of a breather. Because why? Because I know if I take this on, it's going to be bam, full on. So just give me that moment just to gather my thoughts and get myself together. So that's strong for many of you. You need that moment of, okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So you'll be putting somebody on hold, I feel, for a while before you give them an answer. Now, the same thing when it comes to love. I feel this month for the singles, there could be that opportunity where you could absolutely just be lit up with obsession for somebody that you could meet within a group of people or a team and work. It's like you won't find them in a solitary place. You will definitely find them within a group, maybe even on social media, on a dating app or something. But there's a feeling of instant attraction and that thing of, right, pause, just walk away from this for a moment. How do I feel? There's a feeling of, I need to just breathe for a second. Is this what I want to do? Do I want to get into this relationship? But I feel you do. And again, for the couples, it's the same thing. You know you're changing, and the passion has been definitely lit up in a real deep way for you this month with Mars in the 11th house in Scorpio. Deep passions, but again, that feeling of, I'm starting again within this relationship. We're starting again almost from scratch. I just get the sense of, like, on an energetic level, you're putting your hand out to your partner and saying, pleased to meet you. This is the new me. Welcome to Capricorn world. Capricorn part 2. This is the new version of me where we're going to get on a little bit better, but we're going to do very fun and adventurous things. And you and I are going to make a plan for the future. I feel that very strong. You and your partner making some rock solid plan to just be more adventurous and to treat each other like really like the best friends, best friends. Excuse me. I feel for some of you also this month, I didn't touch upon it earlier, but love from a group, love maybe found within a group of friends. But the other thing is, those of you in a relationship, you might this month be giving a lot of attention to other people, groups of people, maybe in work, maybe in a gym or so. There's maybe a project you're working on where it's getting all your attention, and that could throw a bit of turbulence into your love life, okay? So there's a feeling of that thing, let's make a new agreement with each other that maybe I don't give so much time to that group or to those friends, that we're actually the ones who prioritize each other a bit. So that's very, very, very strong. Sagittarius, this is Sagittarius season, bringing new love for some of you, or certainly in your relationship, an awakening of love again. You're feeling passionate and inspired. I feel many of you are lit up because there is definitely some really kind of like once in a blue moon opportunity to do something that gives you a great sense of purpose. You found your purpose with Jupiter going into Capricorn this month. I'm feeling healthier. I'm feeling like I'm more in flow with my life. In fact, some of you could find love or great companionship or going on a great adventure with a Sagittarius Sun, Moon or Ascendant. There's a feeling of let the adventure begin. I'm passionate again. I've purpose in my life again. And Sagittarius for you is the spiritual one. Sagittarius, say Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and the ruler, say, of your 12th house going into your first house is saying the spirituality of your life is getting stronger. You're more secure now with a great sense of purpose, where you remember I said you probably thought the universe was beating you up a little bit. Now you seem to have this big ally on your side, kind of feeling like the universe is on your side again. Maybe feeling spirit is on your side again. Maybe feeling finally that you're getting a lot of help, a lot of outside help, you know, outside in the cosmos, or maybe from spirit, you know, you're getting a lot of help to do this thing that you're passionate about. Now, mid-month, here's the thing we touched upon earlier. You have to stop and allow time to process. Funny, I said this to Virgo too, a fellow earth sign. You need a moment mid-month to regroup, but not to be jumping in and, you know, trying to say yes to everything, but allowing yourself that moment of pause where if you do get a new job offer or a new opportunity to do a new project or a new relationship, don't just dive in and say, I feel great, I'm starting off, I'm fully alive. Take a moment to get your energy regrouped. I just get the feeling, Capricorn, it's been a long time that you haven't really felt this energized. And it's almost like putting on a new suit. It's like you have to get used to it. You have to try it on, zip it up, tie it up, button it up, whatever, and sit in it for a while until you feel comfortable in it. So I just feel, take moments, as many as you can this month, to sit, to think, to process what you're leaving behind, the old you, and to really get your energy back. And your energy will be back in full force on December 22nd when the sun moves into Capricorn. So the energy is coming, but just settle into it. Don't kind of make any big hasty moves with anything. Like I said, if you have opportunities and people are asking you to get into something, say, give me time, give me a moment to think about that. Let me just get myself together before I make any great big decision on anything, okay? But news is coming. This is a moon in Gemini card, and we have the full moon on December 12th in Gemini in the 6th house. Something, news, definitely news that you had been worried about is coming. But the news, you were almost afraid to hear news back about something to do with either work or your health. But I feel that the news, you were anticipating it to be wrong. I'm not going to get that job interview. I'm not going to get a positive result in something. And the news, it seems to be better than you had thought it would be. Again, I know I'm talking about health. I can't promise certain things like that. But what I just feel is there is definitely an end to worry, anxiety, feeling fretful or fearful about the work that you do, about your health or your fitness or your diet. That's coming to an end, because for me it feels like somebody stepping in to give you more positive news that allows you to say, right, that's the end of that. I'm now going into 2020 with a better frame of mind about all of this. Yeah. I also get the feeling, from me, it's like you'd been maybe offered a work position, or to move to a new office, or to learn how to use new tools, some shift or change in how you work. And it didn't sit right with you, and you were kind of sitting with it. And mid-month, there's a feeling of something better comes that kind of says, oh, well, thank God, I didn't want to have to learn that new program, computer software. I didn't want to have to use that tool. I didn't want to have to work those hours. I didn't want to have to commit to a new contract where I don't like the hours, or there was something that you have an offer that you didn't like, but something better seems to come along, and you're saying, this is more me. This is more me. I much prefer these people. They can teach me. That seems to be something that you're valuing. They can teach me something of value, something that I can grow with in my development in some way. So there's definitely, choose the one where you learn more if you have an opportunity to do something new. Now, coming towards the end of the month, leaving behind the he said, she said crowd, changing your environment in some way and stepping into a whole new world, stepping into a whole new arena. It's like stepping out. This is me. I'm stepping out. This is the new me. The me who's fitter. The me who's taking care of my life better. The me who's maybe in some cases beginning a huge new project. This is me. And I just feel I'm pulling away and unplugging from the old crowd. And I'm moving into the new crowd. But there's fear involved with that. This is a Scorpio card, and you have Mars in the 11th house. Mercury will be there for a while too. Some of you having a little bit of anxiety or worry about working within a new group of people, or surrounding yourself with a new environment, maybe a new bunch of friends, or even trying to find love on the internet. For some of you, there's a feeling of, isn't this dangerous? Didn't we get warned about this? But this is the card of, let some of these fears go. And I feel for many of you, if you're getting into a new arena, a new crowd, a new team where other people are involved, we touched upon this earlier, make sure you have some level of authority there. Like, be responsible for something within that group where you're able to be depended upon for something. And that gives you a little bit of security in that and takes away some of the fear. I'm the one who brings a certain knowledge. I'm the one who brings a certain work ethic. I'm the one who brings a certain something. Maybe even I'm the one who just brings the donuts and coffee. I don't know, but they need to see me as somebody that they can depend upon to always have a fixed role. So that's something. I know that sounds a bit odd, but we leave with the king of fire, ready for it, ready to take on a challenge that I feel scares you, to be quite honest with you. Look, moving away, stepping away from the crowd, really, despite everything you're saying, oh, this is scary, I have to peel myself away from the old way of doing things and just take a big leap of faith, and it's terrifying, but you conquer those fears. This is the real energy of your success lies beyond your fears. And that is the real crux element here going on this month. Your success lies beyond your fears, and your new development, your evolution lies beyond your fears. All the good stuff always lies beyond our fears. And if you can kind of hold that this month as we're going into your birthday season, say, I am greater than my fears, and all my success waits for me beyond my fears. Capricorn, I love it. I love it. And I'm very, very excited for you. And I just get the feeling you're going to be spoiled by the universe from now on, because I think for the longest time it felt like you weren't spoiled. Felt like the contrary. It felt like, well, you're the oldest responsible child. You take care of, you pick up the toys. You felt like the oldest responsible child. When the parent says, well, you're the big one. You be bigger than that. Now I think you're getting a little bit more spoiled, and loved and cared for and coddled a little bit, I think. And I love that. You deserve it. And so, my love, I'm going to leave it at that. Now, you know the drill. You know that these are just the general energies. to get into all the details for your relationship. For the singles, is there love in Sagittarius season? Is there love before my birthday? Money and career, what's going on there? Family, friends, environment, home. Anything we don't talk about here, we talk about on Vimeo at the Deep Read readings. And they are linked down there below in the description box. You'll see a link, click into it, come on over Capricorn, and we'll dig deep over there. And I'm looking forward to seeing you over there. But otherwise, my love, we'll see each other next month. And I'm going to leave you, as always, with all my love. And I just feel like a very, very proud, like a proud mom. I'm very proud of what's going on for you this month. And I'm happy to see you move on up. And I will leave you with a great big kiss for your big transformation. Mwah. Until next month, my beautiful. Bye.